Hi, welcome to the pocket book. We're making some pocket pages this time. So we've already made quite a few. We're making a cloth book that's going to look a lot like this. Well, it might be quite different colours, but this is what we're making. So today we're making this page here with this nice big sort of oval opening, and there's one up here in a different colourway so that you can see it can look quite different in different colours. You can have the same colour inside and out, or you can have a different colour inside and out. If you've already got the pattern coming to you from GourmetQuilter.com, you'll have pages like this to print out with the pattern, and it's pretty much well explained. I'm just here to just show you. So the pattern is available from GourmetQuilter.com for that pocket book, and I'm just going to show you fairly quickly how we just do that oval, because a lot of it we know how to do now because we've been doing several pages. So what I've gone ahead and done is got mine ready to go. So it tells you on the pattern how much fabric you need, what sizes to cut and things, and then there's a full size pattern page here so that we can get our shape for the opening sorted. So I've gone ahead and because I have my trusty light box, which I like so much, I've gone ahead and I've traced, and I've actually already stitched mine, but just to show you that you can cut it out and do it that way, or you can just put it on a light source that perhaps is a window if you don't have a light box, or a lamp under a coffee table or something like that. And you can trace that stitching line. You want the stitching line because you want to stitch on that actual line. So I've actually already done my tracing because my fabric's double here and it's quite dark, so it won't show through the two layers, but it shows through one layer fine. So I've gone ahead, I've actually stitched on that line that I've drawn there, and so the next stage is to cut that opening out. So I've got my fabric double, right sides together. I've got another piece that's going to be my behind piece that you'll see through the opening. So really it's just a matter of trimming ourselves a seam that allowance at about 1/4 inch inside that space there. So nothing terribly hard. We can trace a shape, we can cut out a hole. I think we can do this. And then we just want to snip the little curves because it's got to go around that curve when we turn it out the right way. So the pattern does tell you all this, of course, but it's always nice to see it, isn't it? So we don't need that piece from the middle there. So what we've now got is a nice hole in our fabric. How amazing is that? And so to make this curve sit nicely when we turn one of the fabrics through, we just want to snip into those curves there. So don't snip your stitching, just snip the fabric, but fairly close to your stitching so that it can open out, because whilst it's sitting like this, that they're all inside, but when we turn it around it's got to come all the way outside. So you want it to be able to open right out like that. So we just need to do that at both ends. So just a few clips in, fairly close to that stitching. Don't snip the stitching, it's so easy to do. And then once we've done that, we just want to be able to pull that through and press it. So it's just like turning it inside out, but it's kind of turning it inside out. But we're just coming through a hole instead of turning a whole thing inside out. So I'm using two different colours of fabric here, but it can be the same fabric. It's really one of those things that's up to you. So when I've got fairly long straight areas like this, I like to just give them a little press before I try and turn the thing fully out, and it just kind of helps with the seam a little bit. Part of it at least knows where it wants to go. And it doesn't really matter which side you do the next bit from. I'm going to go from this side, which is going to be my right side, but either side works. So you just want to just pull that a little bit and just work it nice and flat with your fingers first, and then we can bring the iron to it and just press it. But because we've clipped those curves, they're all opening out inside there, and that allows it to do it. So one clip would give you a little bit of a funny shape still. So if you do several little clips like I've done, it allows it to curve around quite nicely. So you want that edge to be as tidy as you possibly can get it, and I think that's looking pretty good. So now I'm just suggesting that we do 2 rows of top stitching around, so one close to the edge and then one about 1/4 of an inch further away. So just be aware when you're pressing things like this, it would be very easy to sort of press it out of shape a little bit. So try and maintain the shape of your cloth while you're doing that, and I think you'll get on fine. So I'm going to go ahead now and top stitch the 2 rows around that. Nothing hard about that, you know how to do this, so I'll come back to you and show you when I get to the other end of that. So I've gone ahead, I did my 2 rows of top stitching around my opening, but I've also gone even further ahead and I've basted my layers together. So I've got the pocket with its inside there, and I've just put it onto the page that goes behind. I've just basted it about 1/4 of an inch all the way around so that everything's held together, just like this one. So that's pocket page number 11. So I'll see you again with pocket page number 12.